Hi guys, I'm super excited. I'm going to be doing a tour of Liberty Triangle, which is the area in Ocala that actually is shaped as a triangle, which I think is pretty cool. But as a geological location, it is actually east of 75 and north of 200. So it really is actually like a triangle. This area is really growing. It's probably the hottest area in Ocala. There's lots of different types of communities. There are several different things coming there via Publix, other shopping. You're also really close to everything, close to downtown and 200. Most of it is within a 10-minute to 5-minute drive, just depending on where you're at in that little area there. Now today the tour, we're going to show you Shalom Park. Then we're going to go to Biggby Coffee, which if you're from up north, I'm sure that is a familiar name to you because it's really popular up there. I personally have had it and I think it's great. Another place that we're going to show you one community and then also a house in the local area just to kind of give you an idea of what it looks like. Also, I'm going to drive around that area as well so that way you get to see a bird's eye view of what it looks like to live in that area. And there's going to be so much more, so let's go. All right, so we're starting off here at Shalom Park. One great thing about Shalom Park is that it is just a short 10-minute drive to Liberty Triangle. So if you live in that area, this is a great place to come. This is probably one of Ocala's most elegant parks that they have. They've done a lot of upgrades here. I know that it used to not be all that great, but more recently they've added the Zen Garden, and then they also have 2 miles of trails. They're all paved from what I can tell, which is really nice. The other thing that's really nice about Shalom Park is that they have a lot of different activities here. So they tend to have, I know they have like a fairy garden fest that they have for children and parents that very often here. They also have a lot of live music and concerts. They're always having something here, so it's really just become this hot spot, especially for the Liberty Triangle area, to come out here with their family and to come and enjoy free activities with their kids or even grandparents or whatever. It's just really a great place to be. All right, guys, I got the goods. I went to Biggby Coffee. I haven't had it since I went to Michigan just a short bit ago, which was super awesome. I highly recommend Biggby Coffee, especially if you're not necessarily in the Florida area or in the area that has them. Even if you go to Michigan, I highly recommend it. But again, it's like a super big fan favorite. Where this new Biggby is located, you literally could walk from many HOA communities in this little area here in Liberty Triangle, which I think is great. Personally, if I lived here, I probably would walk over here. Some other things that are in this plaza, which again is just a short walk away, is Publix. They have an ice cream shop, and they're also supposedly going to be putting some other types of foods and things like that. Also, just a short walk up is the local library. They always have lots of events, always a lot of things going on, and more recently they have had updates that they're going to be expanding that library actually, so it won't be as small as it is now. It's really planned to be quite a large library, which I'm kind of excited about. Another thing that's pretty cool about this area here is the fact that they're also going to be putting in an upscale shopping plaza around the corner from where we're at, and it's supposed to be having like restaurants and all kinds of fine dining and some other type of small, other small businesses as well. All right, so while I'm here, I kind of want to touch on some of the pros and cons of living in this area. So I would say pro number one is the fact that you have a lot of HOA community options from all different kinds of builders. So it's really diverse. While some other areas in Ocala you might be limited to only one community, here there's a lot of different options. Some of them range from higher HOAs, some of them range from cheaper HOAs, so you kind of just get options overall. There's also another community over here called Ocala Waterway. Now, pro number two would be the fact that how centrally located. I don't think there's anywhere else in Ocala really, unless you're downtown, that you could walk to Publix or go get coffee or anything like that. Most places you have to drive, at least 20 to 30 minutes to, major shopping. Well, here you'd be like 10 minutes. So again, the location is just awesome, and most of it is really walkable if that's something you wanted to do, or even maybe like an electric bike type ride. Everything's just so close here. Another pro about this is honestly how you're able to get around. You're kind of central. I personally like it better than Marion Oaks and other areas like that, just because you can utilize 200, which really can handle the traffic. Now we're going to go into some of the cons of living in this area is the fact that it is all HOA. You're really not going to find any homes here without HOA. This whole area is like that. So if you're not wanting HOA, Liberty Triangle is not for you. The other con of this area is that it is pretty city. Again, it's walkable. I can foresee that this place just becoming more and more like a Winter Park, Altamont Springs, more of that type of area where there'll be like luxury shopping, luxury things like that you can walk to or bike to. So it is really city focused. It's off of 200. So, you're really just, it is city. It's not country. It's not Queen Ocala. So if you're looking for that, this is not it. Hi guys, I didn't think you'd find me in the closet again because I haven't been in it for over 10 years, but we're in this awesome house here in Ocala Waterway. So let's go take a look at it. So this builder actually puts in this tub, which used to be really common and something that a lot of people liked, especially like in the early 2000s, they would have a tub in the bathroom. But I like that it's not that old school where it's like kind of an eyesore in the bathroom. This is kind of sleek, nice, and it adds like an element of delicacy, I feel, like in the bathroom. Now over here they do have tile, which is tiled all the way up. But it's the bigger tile, so I kind of prefer that. This scallop tile on the bottom is different and unique. I think it adds a little bit of depth to the bathroom. Again, you have granite countertops in here with upgraded fixtures, and you have 2 walk-in closets, which I think is great, especially if you have as many clothes as I do and my wife. All right, so this house offers a lot of great features here in Ocala Waterway. I personally really love these tile floors. I personally like tile better than laminate or vinyl. That's just my personal preference. I feel like it gives more of like a grain wood feel without it actually being wood. So that's what I really like about it. Now in the kitchen, I think it's really great that they have these granite countertops. What I like about these in particular is they're different. Normally they have like those gray and black speckles. This has kind of like a purple bluish feel to it, and I really personally love that. I also like that it has this decorative lighting here, a lot of recessed lighting. Overall, this room is super bright, and most new construction homes today, I find, really suffer when they don't put all that lighting in here. Now, one thing I really like about this is the fact that they have a pantry. I don't have a pantry. It's something that I miss, and I'm really glad that they put that in here. Another thing that's nice about this specific builder is that there is a little bit of space here for you to put a dining room. Unlike others with this open floor plan, usually that isn't the case. All right, so this house is a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, a little over 1,700 square feet. So again, these 2 bedrooms, it is a split plan, so that's off from the master, which is over that way. So you have these 2, the guest bathroom, and then there's a bedroom down the hall just a bit. So that's kind of a plus. You don't have to worry about being too close to your children if that's something you don't want. Now, again, I really love this kitchen, but I'm going to tell you a little bit about Ocala Waterway because it's probably one of the more upscale communities Ocala has, but it doesn't have all the rules that some of the other HOA communities that I've even shown you today have. Now, another thing to keep in mind with Ocala Waterway is that you will have some houses with well and septic, Some houses won't have that. It really depends on how close it is to the area. Ocala Waterway also is made up of different lot sizes, but you won't find any smaller than probably 1/4 of an acre, if not bigger. Usually it's 1/2 an acre to an acre, depending on, again, on the property and where it's located in this area. So let's go to our next location. Alright guys, I am super excited to take you into one of my all-time favorite thrift stores. This one is just a short 10-minute drive from Liberty Triangle. It is the Sheriff's Ranch thrift store. They have really great prices. What I really like about them is if the furniture has been there for over a month, you can actually make a deal with them. Unlike a lot of other thrift stores, that's what I really love about this one. I have found such great things here, such as mirrors, all kinds of Pyrex, all kinds of things. So let's go check it out. Alright guys, so this house is absolutely huge. It is a little over 2,200 square feet. It's a 433, so 3-car garage, you heard me right, which is honestly a rarity in Ocala. There's not too many of them. Now what's really nice about this kitchen is it's huge and it's not an open floor plan, which is also another thing that's unique about this house. If you're not wanting an open floor plan, this isn't it. It kind of has some separation. It has an eat-in dining room. It also has these nice quartz countertops, which is an upgrade. It has tons of cabinet space. It's overall just really big, and if you decide that you don't want to use that area for that, you could use it as a small office. It's pretty like distant in that area. Now they do have a formal dining room as well, which I personally really love, and this is probably where I would mostly do most of my eating. That's just kind of how I am as a person. Another thing that's really great about this house is honestly this living room. It is really big. I don't know if you can tell or not, but this couch is absolutely massive. Like overall, it is just huge. Like you could definitely fit like 10 people here easily. Honestly, again, this house is just really big. Again, this master bedroom is really big. This is a king size bed. Like you have plenty of room to walk around, add in decorations that you want. Overall, again, big house. Now this is my favorite part of the whole place, is this huge closet. Like you literally could have a party in here. Like we need some party hats, party favors. It is just massive, like genuinely. Now let's go into the master bath. All right, so the master bath has a walk-in closet. It has a tub, which a lot of people do like, and it does have a double sink as well. So I think that's pretty great. Now let's go on to the rest of the house. All right, and so this house comes with a covered porch and it's screened in, which is not that common. Most new construction builders don't screen in their porches, so this house is a big plus for that. Come on, let's go over here. All right, so here is the guest side of the house. So it is a split plan. So if you have small children or whatever, and you don't want them to be all up in your Kool-Aid, that's great because these rooms are huge and massive. It has a really nice guest bathroom as well. So let's go into this room. As you can see that they literally have a desk in here and a couch. So that means like this room's pretty big. I don't know how big I would say it is, but it's like a good 12 by 12, 12 by 14. It's quite big for most new construction homes. Also, this builder offers lots of different incentives. It really does vary based on house by house. So I would recommend you getting in contact with me or Lisa, and that way we can help you be able to find a house with those discounts. Again, it varies on the amount, and those things are constantly changing. So I really recommend that if you'd like for us to contact you, you put something in the comments and we'll get in contact with you to kind of figure out what your options might be.